was commissioned in November of 1943, and it went out to the Western Pacific starting in March of 1944, and those were the days of battles for the various islands, trying to move closer to the Japanese islands so that we could put in bases for bombers and things like that. So it fought in all these battles. It had a wonderful record, very little damage, although it was attacked more than 100 times. But in June of 1945, it got caught in a typhoon, and the typhoon waves got up under the front of the flight deck up here and broke 30 feet of the flight deck, so they couldn't operate anymore as an aircraft carrier. So they came back to the U.S. for repairs, and that's where they were when the war ended in 1945 in August. So you can see it looked differently than it does now. You can see there are anti-aircraft guns everywhere they could find to put them, more than 100. That was the biggest threat of those days. It had a special paint job that was supposed to confuse submarines, and it had that all through the war. In those days, the carrier carried about 100 airplanes. They had about 3,600 people in the crew. The ship, as originally built, could travel 33 knots, nautical miles per hour, commissioned in June of 1970. So that's a number of years ago. So we're talking about old technology. But this ship, as you see it now, is pretty much just as it was when it was retired. And because it's a national monument, we keep it the way it was. We don't modify it to make it easier for the visitors.